How's it going, everyone? Welcome to another video on this channel. I know it's been a very long time since I've recorded, and I know it's been a week since the final season of the PSGL League. But, yeah, we're in Bahrain. This is the first race I finished in Bahrain, and, yeah, I only raced for about 5 of the races, and the first 2 I DNF'd, and then the other 2 I didn't even, I wasn't able to get into the race. My computer was acting up and game was acting up. But as you can see, we get a nice start on the Mercedes and AlphaTauri. And here's a really easy place to make contact with another person. As you can see here, I just want to hold up as we are getting into the position for a triple wide, and I kind of back out a little bit. I really don't want to get damage on the first lap of the race, and as you can see, I just want to see the contact there, and kind of just a racing incident. No one's really at fault. But yeah, this was the first race I actually finished, and probably my least favorite race practicing wise, because the game wouldn't save my time trial times, and this corner just really ruined the entire vibe of the whole track. When anytime I'd have a good time, I just end up messing up on that corner, as the Red Bull is going very slow. Don't know what happened with him. Don't know if something happened with his controller or steering wheel, or maybe he has damage. I looked back to see, but I did not see any damage. And especially coming around here, the setup that I felt comfortable with did not like that corner, and it was very easy to lose the back end going flat out. So as you can, if you pay attention to my steering wheel, you'll see that I'll be in 6th gear for quite a while and keep the revs up, instead of just shifting up into 7th, which did make me a little bit slower, I feel like. But when I was practicing in GP mode and doing qualifying, this was the best time I was getting on this setup and not having any troubles around most of the other parts of the track, as we're trying our best to catch up to the Mercedes, and we do get DRS coming down that straight. But we're also in this track, so many turns where the other driver could easily get ahead, and we could be out of DRS range in the next straight. But we keep within DRS range, and currently standing 10th. Only 11 people actually raced, as our championship leader, who didn't end up winning the championship, was in Spain for watching, or going to watch, or did watch the Spanish Grand Prix, as it's already happened. And as you can see here, I'm just looking, seeing what exactly happened up ahead, but I didn't get, wasn't able to get a good look, and I didn't feel like switching to the other cars, and just stayed on mine. As we get ahead of the Mercedes, as he kind of glitches into us, and we're able to get a much better exit out of the corners, and now that boosts us all the way up into P7 as we get a little bit of lockup. But judging by the title of this, you probably realize this strategy, not good. Starting off on the softs was not my greatest decision, but it was best for qualifying, even though I didn't qualify good, and I was nowhere near my best qualifying time, as I got a high 27. And yeah, nowhere near my best qualifying times. I was very disappointed in the qualifying, as this track is very strategy can really gain you quite a lot of positions, and a safety car at any moment could really change the pace of this entire race. But as you can see, just trying to fast forward to the action, didn't feel like doing too much editing. But yeah, sorry again that it took so long for this video to come out. But I will have another video out for sure, definitely before the Indy 500. Definitely before the Indy 500, and I'm sure it being before the Indy 500 will let you know what kind of a racing video it will be. But yeah, some battling coming up ahead, which allows us to get a little bit closer. But again, everyone else has DRS, so we really have to rely on our ERS. But I do feel I had somewhat decent ERS management throughout this entire race, and I wasn't draining at all on uh, on laps, and I was able to use it strategically when someone did have DRS on me. But yeah, still quite a bit behind to go for any overtakes on these cars, as I'm really hunting. I'm really hoping to get a top 5 finish, but I really don't know here, as my race pace was good when practicing for this. But still, it is a very tricky track, and in my opinion has one of the hardest corners in the entire game, which is a corner where easily to lock up, and even in real life, professional drivers lock up there quite a bit. But I think I did well as we just went past that corner. I think I did really well, not locking up, not scrubbing the tires, and keeping them in good shape. But here, as you can see, we didn't get any overtakes before we pit, but I actually don't really know how well the overcut was, or the undercut is, as I didn't really practice that. But I actually did get speeding in the pit lane, and it was just by, I think, 5 kilometers. That's why I rewound a little bit. It was 5 or 10 kilometers. I was so upset, and this kind of completely messes the game. But as you can see here, we pit for softs, so we're going for a 3-stop strategy, while the others, like Policeman, I believe went with a 2-stop strategy. They ran longer on the softs they had on, and they managed to get away with mediums, and I believe Policeman got 5th, or maybe 4th. We'll have to see. But yeah, strategy, very important for this. Not just about raw racing speed. But yeah, from here, it's really just a back and forth between me and Shiv. But there's certain places where definitely faster. But then again, even when you do overtake on the main pit straight area, very easy for them to just wait another lap, hold up to your pace, and just re-overtake you over here. But yeah, DRS very powerful over here. We're able to easily get past him and have plenty of room to take the racing line as we go a little bit wide. But managed to hold on, but he will get DRS coming through here and taking the inside line as I decide not to defend, and we end up going wide, but so does he a little bit. And again through here, faster, but it kind of scares me on how a little bit slower he's going, and I kind of slow down a bit with him too, as we don't even touch that curb, which you were supposed to touch to help rotate the car. But yeah, just really back and forth between me and him here, and I believe we don't pit until lap 17, but really it's just back and forth, just me and him, just mainly trading out on the main straight, and not much other action. And here we are, lap 17. We pit this lap, and unfortunately this is kind of where our race goes downhill. We're up into P6, but we have to serve that 5-second penalty as I make sure not to speed again. And yeah, have to wait here 5 seconds, 5 grueling long seconds, as we pit onto the mediums, and the AlphaTauri already way ahead of us, 11 seconds, and we end up behind the Mercedes, as he's running hards, and they're probably quite old. I don't know when he decided to pit for them, but just kind of waiting for the main straight. But as you can see, I overtake him here, which gives him DRS. and allows him to easily overtake us, or not easily overtake us, allows him to just overtake us. And yeah, we try to go again, but I've had a couple of tangles with this guy at the beginning, and I kind of just decided not to mess with him. And you definitely don't want to overtake around the outside here, where you guaranteed lockup, as he kind of pushes us a little here, as he shuts the door as I try to go for the outside, and this causes me to hit the 50-meter board, and it kind of throws me off a little bit, but it didn't mess with me. It didn't mess my braking point up too much. But yeah, overtake him here. I probably should have waited for the next straight and gone with DRS, as he kind of bumped us here, and I wanted to see what really happened. I didn't think I pushed him wide, and as soon as we hit the apex, he just turns into us. So yeah, nothing I really could have done there. He didn't end up with any damage, so yeah, don't know what he was thinking there. But we stay ahead, but he gets DRS, and just checking behind. And then, as you can see here, late braking by me, but he completely goes off the track and bumps me, and here I'm a little bit hot-headed, and the adrenaline kind of hit me there a little bit. But yeah, we get ahead of him, and we don't see him anymore throughout the rest of the race. So yeah, after that little pushing off the track, kind of just mellowed out a little bit, as I try to catch Shiv, but yeah, nothing I can really do, as I'm 10 seconds behind. And here we are, final lap, still 5 seconds behind. We did able to get 5 seconds on him, but not enough laps to finish it, as I'm just trying to nurse the car home as much as I can, as we get pushed up into P8 as someone else DNF'd. So I don't know how many points that is. I believe it was only 3 or 4. It might have actually been 2, or not 2. It might have been 3. But I'll have to check the standings. Yeah, so not a lot of points, but still P8 finish, as I almost lose the car here a little bit, as I accelerate while I'm still on the curb. The car not like that, and here I'm just like, no more pushing, just slow for the rest of the lap. And yeah, just showing you there that the 50-meter board is gone. And yeah, just slow down a little bit. Don't want to spin out here, even though we're 40 seconds clear of the Mercedes. And yeah, really only complaint is the winner. You know how they have the voice thing, just like, yeah, woohoo, man, oh, great job, mate. Yeah, scared me for a second. I was like, what the hell happened? But yeah, pretty clean race. Just really, just that stupid speeding in the pit lane. Just I need to practice the pit lanes. But yeah, overall a great season. I really wish I could have raced more in the PSGL League, but I can't wait to be back in F1 2022. Definitely going to grind that game a lot. And thank you to Policeman for being the admin of our tier. But yeah, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment what you guys want to see next. Definitely have a video out before the Indy 500. See you guys later. Peace.